Hello everyone, Christian Agenda, chapter 43, Personal Problems. Living faith is not transferable property, it is a personal conquest. Legitimate happiness is not merchandise that can be borrowed, it is an inner realization. Grace does not descend from heaven at random, it has to be earned. The best charity is not that which is done by substitutes, we must perform it ourselves. Moral strength is not the result of others pleading for us. It comes from our own effort to take a stand on the side of good. Steadfast hope does not dwell firmly in our hearts by mere contagion. It is the offspring of higher understanding. Real love is not born from the shadows of desire. It is a crystalline and inexhaustible spring of the eternal spirit. True knowledge is not the achievement of a few days, it is the work of time. Paradise will never be acquired by astute bargaining. It is attainable through our goodwill in avoiding the purgatory or hell of our own conscience. The protection of higher plane for all of us who still grope in the shadow of unconscious is an unquestionable fact. I'm going to read that again. The protection of the higher plane for all of us who still grope in the shadow is an unquestionable fact. Woe to us, however, if we do not seek the blessing of light. So the title for today is Personal Problems, and each one of these items is talking about important things that don't come to us as kind of a blessing that falls from the sky right on our lap, but things that we conquer with work and time. So living faith is something that we cannot transfer. We wish we could pass on our faith to others, but we can inspire someone, but we cannot help them we cannot do the work for them. Same thing as happiness is not something that we can purchase. It's the result of work. We cannot borrow from anyone. Grace will not fall from heaven on our lap. It's something that we earn. We got to do our part. It's a partnership between heaven and us. The best charity is not the one that we ask someone to do. It's something that we roll up our own sleeves and give of ourselves. Moral strength is not something that we plead. It's something that we develop as we undergo the challenges of life, as well as hope is something that we cannot just, it's contagious, yes, but again, it's contagious to the point that you can make someone wonder, curious, and wanting to experience the same thing. But hope is the offspring of higher understanding. So the person who develops a deep sense of hope is someone who has delved into the understanding of life, who has sought to feel God in the mind, in the heart, in the spirit, has done some inner work. Same thing with love is not born from desire. It's not a shallow and brief emotion or commotion. Rather, it is something that is born from deep inside. As well as knowledge, it's not something that we can learn things, but to be true knowledge is something that it's integrated into our thinking, our feeling, our living. Same thing with the idea of paradise. Paradise is not something that we are going to achieve by bargaining, by taking shortcuts, because it is really a matter of having a clear and peaceful conscience and avoiding anything and everything, any shortcut, any deviation that's going to take that away from us. So in all things, in everything, there is always work. There's always your part to be done. And there is always effort and time that is the formula for happiness. Sometimes we want to believe that there are different ways to get there, that we can take shortcuts. The only shortcut is the fulfilling of God's laws. It is truly that major effort and consciousness and understanding that it is in love and only in love, and anything that is a manifestation of love, that we are going to find what we're looking for, what we're all looking for, which is the peace and that feeling of enlightenment and joy, happiness that is deep, and connection that nothing in the world can give us, nothing that is of the world can give us, but rather the understanding, the connection with God and the higher purposes of life. So let's go. One more week. Let's do our part. Let's go for it. Have a great day.